Well, Aidan, we'll have to start with your former ex-teammate and briefly ex-manager at Celtic. Were you surprised to hear the news about Neil Lennon leaving?
Yeah, surprised in a way, you know, that it happened so quickly, but overall not totally surprised, because I think from one point of view as well, I think he done probably all he could have done with Celtic, you know. And I mean, obviously he could have stayed on and won more titles, but he got the club to the last 16, you know, quite a few times in the Champions League. Done very well as a manager there, you know, and he probably himself thought that he just wanted a new challenge. That's the only way I can see it, you know, that he wanted to maybe experience being a manager somewhere else and to have, like I said, a fresh start. But you know, obviously it's a shock that it's happened so quickly, and that he resigned, didn't he? Yeah. He resigned as well, so I'd imagine there's probably something there that he's maybe got lined up.
Yeah. You can obviously maybe understand that feeling. You had the same sort of decision to make 4 years ago when you left Celtic as well, albeit you know you love the club and all that, but other factors come into it.
Yeah, but with me it was slightly different. Obviously, that I felt I had to leave to probably progress, you know, a bit as a player, because I felt I was starting to, you know, become a bit stale, you know, and plateau a little bit. That's kind of the way I felt. But maybe he feels the same. I don't know. You know, he's obviously got things in his head, or he's made his own mind up about what he wants, or he's got something lined up already. Who knows? But you know, it'll be a big miss for Celtic. I think all the fans will probably be shocked by it, but obviously the attention quickly turns to who's going to be the new manager.
You played under him briefly as a manager. Does he seem like the kind of guy who could go on and be successful, maybe in the Premier League?
Yeah, yeah. He was, when I was there, he was brilliant, to be honest with you. You know, really encouraging. He was very different to what he was like as a player. No, when I was there, I can't speak highly enough of him. When I was under him at Celtic, he was brilliant for me there. And I enjoyed playing under him, you know. So who knows, you know, what he's going to do next. But I think if he was to go to England or somewhere, I think he would ultimately be successful. I think he would.
Don't know if there's anything in it, but the rumours are that Henrik Larsson has been linked to the job. Obviously a Celtic legend as a player. Did he strike you? I know you were obviously young at the time when he was at the club, as a guy who had those sort of qualities.
I think you look at, you know, where he played and kind of how he played football. You could, a lot of players who've done that can then be managers, but then maybe not be successful managers. But I think he done that, and he had a great career. Went to Sweden, was a manager, well, kind of part player manager, then became a manager, and I think obviously he has that hunger to do that. A lot of players don't when they finish playing, you know, can't really be bothered being a manager, don't really fancy that side of it. He obviously still has that, and he played at such a high level, you know, that he obviously knows the game of football, you know, he knows it inside out. So back when I was younger, you know, I couldn't see back then, you know, I couldn't say, oh, he'll be a manager, but I think you could see that he was very tactically aware, you know. He would tell players where to be on the pitch and stuff. He would always dig people out if they were doing something wrong. So from that point of view, yeah, you could probably say that he had the makings of a manager in him, I think.
On to another one of your former managers, guy give you your big start, if you like, at Celtic. Martin O'Neill now in charge of the Ireland setup. Is that something that you're excited about, working with him over the next couple of years?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone is. I think it's going to be, you know, we're obviously after a fresh start. New manager, obviously Roy's in as well, and backroom staff, Everton. Possibly a new way of playing as well. That's something that might be a bit different, you know, from the games that we've had so far. The first few games especially, it definitely looked like, you know, we'd probably taken the shackles off a little bit.
Was that needed, in your view?
Yeah, I think so. At times it could be frustrating. I think, not taking anything away from Trapattoni, but at times there was a certain style and a certain way that he wanted us to play, which was probably more negative than positive, and not negative, but, you know, more defensive than attacking, I think. And, you know, towards the end, you know, I think a lot of players became a little bit frustrated by it. But to be honest, I can't really say anything bad about Trapattoni, because he played. won a lot of caps under him, and I played a lot of games. You know, probably were games I thought I could be getting dropped to, you know, but I still played, so I can got to be thankful to him for that.
This is a funny sort of atmosphere now over these couple of weeks. It is the end of the season in a sense. A little bit of holiday mode might seep in, but they're very important weeks for Martin and Roy to work with the players before the qualifiers start in September.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's kind of the last chance to assess everyone, you know, and assess the way we want to play, kind of what your strongest team is going to be. And it's obviously down to all the players to go into training and impress, and you know, see who plays in the summer. I know obviously there's going to be probably some changes halfway through the trip. I think maybe some players will come for a couple of games, and others might play the last couple of games. I think there'll be quite a few changes, but it's obviously down to all the players to take the chance when they give.
Will it be hard work? Is there a lot of? Have you had much chance with Martin over the previous couple of international windows, or is this now a case of this is his big chance to really work with you as a squad?
No, I think now he's got an extended period of time being an international manager. You're not there every day. You don't see the players every day anymore, like what you used to. And yeah, you do only really have 10 days to work with the players if you've got a couple of games, you know, during the season. So this obviously is a chance for him to work with the players. So extended period of time.
Is this the time of year when it really hits home, when you aren't going to the major tournament, in this case the World Cup, that there's a real sense of regret among the players?
Yeah, obviously there's a sense of regret. Of course, you want to qualify for every tournament you can, but ultimately in the end we didn't perform well enough. That's the bottom line. But obviously to be going to the World Cup in Brazil would be brilliant, because you're seeing the World Cup everywhere at the minute. It's going to be on TV. You think, wish I was there, you know. Probably a lot of people wish they were there anyway, you know, just going to watch it. But to wish you were there playing in it would have been brilliant. But you know, just in the end we just didn't have enough.
So that's finally about pretty eventful 6 months in your own career since you came back from Russia to Everton. Has it been an overwhelmingly positive experience for you?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, to go from where I was, you know, training with the youth team for the last 3 weeks of the season, to coming straight into a great club in the Premiership. It's been it's been a dream come true, really. Something I always wanted to do. I had ambitions always to play in the Premiership. So for it to finally happen, you know, I'm delighted, and I want to just, you know, now have a good summer, get a good pre-season, and you know, work hard next season and try and get myself in the starting 11 for the first game of the season. That's the challenge for me.
How have you found Martinez to work with?
Yeah, he's been brilliant, to be fair. Tactically really aware, you know, clued in, knows the game inside out. Very positive. But obviously the players he commands respect as well. Different to any other manager I've really worked under before, and you know, kind of probably one of these new breed of managers that are coming through, you know, like myself and Brendan Rodgers as well, and the way he likes to play football. So it's been fantastic for me.
Just very finally, you've played Champions League football for Celtic, for Spartak. Can you play it for Everton?
Potential's there, definitely. The aim's there next season to play Champions League football, and then we just didn't quite have enough. We slipped up. It was in our own hands. We lost 2 games at the last 4 or 5 of the season. But yeah, it's definitely there. We've got the team that can do it.